Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Poke Sue channel and the Guitar Lover System. I'm showing I've got two of the best L8 700s I've ever owned, and doing this for, selling the lower arch tops for the last 10, 11, 12 years. I know I'm being a bit redundant repeating this, but I think it's really important for people to know I've been with the company longer than any other company, including the huge big boys. I was with the Music Link that makes these way long time ago. They even used a couple of my videos on their company site for 2 years in the 350. I know the lower arch tops better than anybody, and I buy them up front and get to know them and make sure that I love them and would be proud to own one myself, or I don't sell it. But I have two of the best L8 700s I've ever had. I just did a video on one of them that I'm calling number 2. This one let's just call number 1 to differentiate. They both have tremendous flame patterns. I think some of the flame might be a little bit thicker on this. They both kind of have that chevron look. And by the way, somebody sent me a little message off YouTube asking about the difference in the 350 and the 650. It's not just because the 650 is all solid hand-carved wood. I mean, that's a huge component, obviously, but also they spend a ton more time voicing it because of that. Voicing the top, doing the violin, voicing and the carving to really make the thing sing. But all the lower arch tops are just a tremendous opportunity to own a high-end guitar for the price of an average guitar. And this is not going to be available forever, folks. I've got collectors, I'm not kidding, I've got collectors with $500,000 in guitars, in beautiful houses that have also bought a couple lower arch tops and display them proudly by their D'Angelico or Benedetto or old, Super 400 or whatever, and they love them, So yeah, this is the real, but let's just call this number 1. Like I said, it's got a little bit more, although this is the one that doesn't have quite as much flame in the back of the neck, but has some thicker flame on the back. These are two of the best, and the carvers just keep getting better and better on these guitars, so that's why the newer ones are better in my opinion, and I really know this. This is just an absolutely gorgeous guitar, and for $14.99 the opportunity is very rare in a guitar market that's just flooded with bullshit and a lot of pricey advertising and marketing to make you think you're getting a good deal when you're actually getting ripped. This is one of the only companies in the world that actually really does produce what they call old world value at a working man's price in the L8 700 and the 650 and the 300, the 350, the 600. They're all just tremendous value. And I've got one black 600 left too, the shiny Corvette black that I'm doing at a really great price. But I'm going to really miss these two 700s. I hope they go to a good home, because these really are, even the Music Link says, and people that know guitars know it's true, every guitar is a little bit different, and same with the lower arch tops. Some of them just really sing out, but the violin voices and the carvers just keep getting, keep improving and getting better and better at their craft. I'm not going to make this a long one. And by the way, I only use a $100 Zoom Q3 when I do this, folks. I'm not using any other high-end external processors or lexicons or anything. I'm using a $100 Zoom Q3 with super small mics. Later I'll be listening to these and maybe talking about the difference, but every guitar sounds different. Plus these guitars haven't even been played 10 minutes, so they're going to just open up and open up and open up and sound better and better. This has just got such a beautiful reverb. You can really hear it when I do this 3-octave major 7 arpeggio. Keep in mind, these guitars haven't even opened up yet. I mean, they're the mid-range and mid-bass, which is where most arch tops sound compressed. And like I said, I've had a few Eastman. I don't really seek them out because I'm not that impressed with them. They sound okay plugged in, but unplugged they sound dull and lifeless to me. They don't have the acoustic property of the yours. Hear that bloom? And this has not even been played. Has not even been played, 10, 15 minutes yet, and it sounds this good. This is going to sound incredible. hear that natural reverb and ring. And again, I'm just using like a very, very inexpensive $100 Zoom Q3, nothing else. I've got 11s on this guitar. A lot of people that are a little heavier handed like to put 12s on. But yeah, these are two of the nicest 700s I've ever had. And like I said, the carvers just keep getting better and better. Okay, I made my last video too long. It took forever to upload, so I'm going to make this one a little more short. I'm not real warmed up as usual. Folks, that's a $7,000 sound right there. I know arch tops, and you know, like I said, this is a very rare opportunity. I'm not overselling. This is not sales fluff. The whole lower arch top line is a tremendous opportunity. It's a tremendous value, like their branding statement, old world value at a working man's price is not bullshit. They really did their homework. Not too many companies do. They studied the old, you know, 1927, 1929, early 30s L5s. They studied the L7s. They studied the, you know, the Masterbuilt Epiphones. And so they were able to create this really beautiful guitar. And the violin voicing is really important. Gibson didn't spend much time on the violin voicing. And the lower arch tops really, you know, they have top luthiers that already had backgrounds making instruments. And then they brought in additional people, you know, older, you know, violin voicers to help, you know, them learn the art even more of violin voicing. It's the real deal. Violin voicing is a real intuitive art. It takes years to learn, and boy, they just keep getting better and better at it. Just for a second, I'll get just a little bit closer, but yeah, I love the, here's kind of a high tension major 7 that wants resolution. Yeah, I'm gonna let that go to voice. Here's the high tension major 7. I better get this. All right, take care, folks. 2 of the best 700s. We're gonna call this one number 1. The other one I just did the video is number 2. They both sound incredible. Every lower is a little bit different. Even Chet Atkins said every guitar is a little bit different. That's why it's so important that you buy a lower arch top from somebody who's actually has the guitar. I'm playing it. I can get the note. I'm like, yeah, man, this thing is off the hook value. You know, this is really a tremendous value. So I've got this one. We'll call number 1, and the other one. 2 of the nicest 700s I've ever had, and to get a solid hand-carved arch top where they spent a lot of time hand carving and violin voicing the top for $14.99, it's a real opportunity. All right, folks, take care. You can hit me up, call or text 714-548-0385 or Steve Zook, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com, or pokesoo@gmail.com. Again, my phone number 714-548-0385. That's 548-0385, area code 714, or pokesoo@gmail.com, or stevezook7@yahoo.com. All right, folks, take care.